Friends, welcome back. This is your complete one short revision of UGC NET paper 1, all 10 units in one video. Let's begin. We will start with unit 1, teaching aptitude. So this is the heart of paper 1, so listen carefully. Concept and nature of teaching. So what exactly is teaching according to you? So it is a two-way interaction between a teacher and a learner. It aims to bring desirable, positive changes in the learner behavior. Keep one keyword in mind: tripolar, meaning three poles: teacher, process, and learner. Again, I am repeating: teacher, process, and learner. And remember, teaching is both a science and an art. Now, objective and level of teaching. Teaching work on three areas: thinking, feeling, and doing. Now the three level. Memory level is simple, rote learning. Understanding level is a grasping relationship. And reflective level is the highest, real problem solving and critical thinking. Easy order to remember: memory, understanding, reflective, low to high. Characteristic and basic requirement. Good teaching is always planned and learner-centered. A good teacher needs two things: full command over the subject and strong communication skill. And follow the golden maxims move. From known to unknown, simple to complex, and concrete to abstract. Learner and teacher characteristic. Every learner is different. Age, ability, attitude, and motivation all matter. A quick term to note: teaching children is called pedagogy and teaching adult is called andragogy. The teacher knowledge, personality, and class control decide how well students learn. Factors affecting teaching. What decide good teaching? Four things. Remember four things. 1. Teacher skill and attitude. 2. The learner readiness and motivation. 3. Support material and facilities. And 4. The overall learning environment and the institution climate. Method and support system. Two big method types: teacher-centered method like lecture and demonstration, and learner-centered method like project, discussion, and problem solving. Today we have online learning, SWAM, MOOCs, and blended classroom supported by smart ICT-based teaching. Now the last, evaluation system. Evaluation has two main types. Formative is continuous, done during learning to improve the student. Now the next is summative, is final, done at the end for grading. Also remember CBCS, the choice based credit system, and CBT, computer based testing, the modern way we evaluate today. Come to next, research aptitude. So unit 2 is research aptitude. Don't worry, we will keep it nice and very simple. So the first is meaning and characteristic. Research is just a systematic, organized search for new knowledge. It is objective, logical, and can be repeated by others. It always starts with a problem and ends with valid conclusion. It goals to describe, explain, predict, and control. Types of research. 4 types to remember. Basic research builds theory, knowledge for its own sake. Applied research solves real practical problem. Action research is done by the teacher to improve their own work. And remember the pair. Quantitative means numbers, qualitative means words and meanings. Approaches and method. Two approaches. Positivism is fully objective and scientific. Post-positivism is more interpretive and context-based. The common method are experimental, yes you are right, experimental, descriptive, historical, and survey. You also have case study and grounded theory. Just remember the name. Steps in the research process. Let's see the step in order. First, define the problem. Second, review the related literature. Third, from your hypothesis and objective. Fourth, design the study, choose a sample and collect data. And finally, analyze, interpret and write the report. A simple and a clear flow. Hypothesis and sampling. A hypothesis is just a testable guess. The null hypothesis says no affect. The alternative says there is an affect. For sampling, remember two families: probability sampling like random and stratified, and non-probability like convenience and purposive. Thesis writing and research ethics. A thesis follow a clear format: introduction, review, methodology, analysis and conclusion. Use proper referencing like APA or MLA, and always avoid plagiarism. Stay ethical, honesty, consent and confidently, and tools like SPSS make your research easier. We come to Unit 3, Comprehension. So good news for you that this one is very scoring unit. So what is unit test? Here you get a reading passage and 5 questions based on it. The trick is simple. Answer must come from the passage itself, not from your own knowledge. So this unit tests your reading speed and your understanding together. So what will be the strategy for the passage? Smart strategy. Read the question first, then scan the passage for answer. Find the central idea quickly. Watch the tone and any hidden meaning, and reject any option that add extra information which is not given in the passage. Now the common question type. What can they ask? The main idea or a good title, a specific fact from the passage, an inference sometimes implied but not directly written, or the meaning of a word as used in the passage. Always stay close to the text. Now we come to Unit 4, Communication. So a very easy and very important unit. So this is very scoring unit, okay? So the first is meaning and process. Communication means sharing idea, facts and feeling. The process flow like this: the sender encode as message, send it through a channel, and the receiver decodes it. Feedback complete the loop, and any disturbance in between is called noise. So understood? We will go to next. Types of communication. Many types to known. Verbal versus non-verbal, like body language. Formal versus informal. Informal is called a grapevine. Bilevel, intrapersonal, interpersonal, group and mass communication. And direction can be upward, downward or horizontal. So the next is affective and classroom communication. Affective communication follow the C qualities. What are the C qualities? Yes, all of you know what is the C qualities. So the first one is clear, complete, concise, correct and courteous. Respect differences in intercultural communication, and in the classroom always keep it two-way and interactive, mixing your word with good non-verbal cues. Now we come to the last, okay? It is barriers and mass media. Barriers block communication. They can be physical, semantic, psychological, all cultural. Beat them with clarity, feedback and active listening. And mass media are print, radio, TV and the internet. Strongly shapes society and public opinion. Unit 5, Mathematical Reasoning and Aptitude. So we came to the Unit 5. So don't fear the maths. We will make it friendly. We will try to make it as simple as I can. So the first is type of reasoning. This unit has fun, puzzle type questions. Number series, spot the pattern. Letter series, remember A is 1 Up to Z is 20. 6. Coding and decoding of words and numbers. And the classic blood relation and direction sense questions. And the next one is mathematical aptitude part 1. Now some basic maths. Be comfortable with fraction, ratio and proportion, percentage. Switch easily between fraction and percentage. Average is simply the total divided by the number of items. And profit and loss is always calculated on cost price. Next part, mathematical aptitude part 2. A few formulas to lock in. Simple interest equals P into R into T divided by 100. Compound interest grows on itself every year. Speed equal distance divided by time. And in classification, just find the odd one out that breaks the common pattern. Unit 6 Logical Reasoning. Now, section intro. Unit 6 Logical Reasoning. Both Western and Indian logic, let's go. Structure of arguments. Every argument has two parts, premises and a conclusion. The premises give the reason. The conclusion follow from them. If the conclusion truly follows, the argument is valid. And if it is valid with a true premises, then it is sound. Deductive versus inductive. Two reasoning type. Deductive goes from general to specific and gives a certain conclusion. Inductive goes from specific to general and gives only a probable one. Analogy means reasoning by similarity, and Venn diagram help with category questions. Next is Indian logic. Pramanas. In Indian logic, a pramana means valid source of knowledge. There are 6. Pratyaksha is perception. Anumana is inference. Upamana is comparison. Shabda is testimony. Arthapati is postulation. And Anupalabhidi is non-perception. Try to memorize all 6. Next is Anumana, Vyapti and Flasis. Let's go a little deeper. Okay. Anumana or inference has its own steps and parts. Vyapti means an unbreakable link. Like where there is smoke, there is fire. A wrong reason is called Hitvabhasa, a fallacy. In Western logic, watch for ad hominem and false cause. Next is data interpretation. Unit 7. So we came to the Unit 7 data interpretation. Here we are going to read charts and numbers, and I will try to make it simple. Okay. So the first one is data, source and type. First, the basic of data. Primary data is collected first and hand by you. Secondary data is already collected by someone else. Data can be quantitative, that numbers, or qualitative, that descriptions. The flow is collect, classify, tabulate and then analyze. The next is graphical representation. Know your chart. A bar chart compares categories. A pie chart shows part of a whole using percentage. A histogram shows continuous data, and a line chart shows trends over time, while a table gives exact values. Next is interpretation and governance. When you read a chart, check the title, the axis and the units carefully. Then calculate totals, ratio, percentage or growth. Interpretation simply means drawing the correct conclusion. And good data support, good governance and better policy making. We came to Unit 8, Information and Communication Technology. So it is also called ICT. So what is ICT? ICT basic and terminology. We are going to read first. ICT is a technology we use to handle information and communication. The internet is a global network with terms like www, URL and IP address. An intranet is a private network inside an office, and we communicate using emails and audio video conferencing. Next is key abbreviation. Just remember the common short form: CPU, RAM and ROM networks, LAN, LAN LAN, WAN, WAN WAN, and MAN, MAN MAN. File type JPEG, PDF, and HTML. And one key fact: 1 byte equals 8 bits, and one memory grow from KB to NB to GB to TB. Now the last part: digital initiative and e-governance. Know India Digital Education Tools, SWAM, MOOCS, NPTEL, EPG Pathshala, Sodh Ganga, and the National Digital Library. Programs like Digital India and e-governance cut down paperwork. In short, ICT improve access, equality and quality in education. Now we come to Unit 9, People, Development and Environment. So this is Unit 9, very scoring. So let's revise. Development and goals. Sustainable development means meeting today's needs without harming future generation. Remember the journey. The MDGs ran till 2015, and now we have the SDGs, 17 goals for 2030. And always remember, humans and the environment affect each other both ways. Environmental pollution. Pollution comes in many forms: air, water, soil and noise. Pollutants can be primary or secondary. For waste, follow the 3 rules. Everybody knows it: reduce, reuse and recycle. And never forget, these pollutants directly harm our health. Next come natural and energy resources. 2 energy families. Renewables, what are they? Everybody knows: solar, wind, hydro, geothermal and biomass. These never run out. Non-renewable, coal, petroleum, gas and nuclear are limited. Forest, soil and water are precious, so conservation keeps them sustainable. The last one is hazard, disasters and protection. Natural hazards include earthquake, flood, cyclone and droughts. Disaster management means being prepared and reducing the damage. Learn the key law: the Environment Protection Act 1986 and the global agreements, the Paris, Kyoto and Montreal Accords. Now we came to the last unit, Unit 10, Higher Education System. So stay with me and complete it. Higher learning in ancient India. Indian education in ancient and proud. Famous center were Takshila, Nalanda and Vikramshila. The Gurukul system was oral and residential. Knowledge passed directly from Guru to Shishya, from teacher to people. Beautiful, isn't it? I love this Gurukul system education. Now, post-independence higher education. After independence, big commission saved our education. The Radha Krishnan Commission of 1948. Remember that date. The Radha Krishnan Commission of 1948 and the Kothari Commission, which suggests 6% of GDP for education. We also got distance learning with IGNOU as a major example. Now we will come to the last, program and value education. Higher education today is very wide. We have professional, technical and skill-based course. Value education and environmental education build good citizen. And open and distance learning make education reach everyone. That is a true in conclusion. It is a true inclusion. Now we will come to the last one, governance and regulatory bodies. Everybody knows it, I know. Then also we will revise. Finally, know the regulators. UGC look after universities, AICTE for technical, NCTE for teacher, NMC for medical, and BCI for law, NAAC NAC and NBA check quality through accreditation, and NEP 20 makes education flexible and multidisciplinary. And that's all 10 units done, friends. Give it one more revision before exam. You can do this. All the best, and don't forget to subscribe.